born in my lifetime.
Right.
I was just crossing out of my teen years into my, adulthood. So I feel I got as much at stake in this hip hop game as all these young kids out here that love it today. So definitely a guy like that. I also would love to work with Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis because these brothers, oh my God, what they did for Janet and what they did for the scores of artists they have penned amazing hits with. They just, to me, their music speaks to me because it's lush, it can be tight and funky, the lyrics are always on point, and the production is just flawless. So I would love to work with the brothers at Flight Time.
Oh, okay. Now, what is the best musical advice that you have been given?
I have to think a minute.
Okay, take your time. Take your time.
Because I got to think, because they came from 50 different places. And I would say probably the best advice was I definitely didn't fit in the mainstream kind of mold. So don't be afraid to be who you are.
Okay.
Be yourself. When you see artists like Madonna, Lady Gaga, Prince, this young cat, The Weeknd, they don't fit in that normal kind of bucket like other folks do. They kind of have carved out their own lane. So it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to be who you think you need to be. And somebody was listening to my music and said that to me, that I didn't sound like, the mainstream people. Said, it's okay, you should be who you are, because they look at me and say, well, and you AJ anyway, so you need to go ahead and be who you are.
Right. That's some good advice. Okay. So what is one message that you would give to your fans? Because I know you have fans now, and I'm sure you will have fans later. So what is a message that you would give to your fans?
Well, I would say simply, man, listen, this is art. It's Erykah Badu said it perfectly. She said, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my ish. Okay, that means you weren't here when we painstakingly pored over these keyboards and when we wrote these lyrics and when we were trying to put this thing together. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears equity that goes into the work, okay? So appreciate me for who I am and what I'm doing and what I'm trying to do. Don't compare me to the next person, because I'm not a gifted singer. That's not my lane, okay? I'm not the world-class musician. I'm a little bit of all those things. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm engineering myself. So I'm wearing 50 different hats. So allow me that space to do what I do.
Right.
And just respect and appreciate me for being that and doing that. And if you want to come on board the journey, by all means, please jump on board and ride with me. And I promise you, you will always get my authentic self. I will never, try to be something I'm not. I'm not going to, chase a style. I'm going to do what comes out of me. And whether that's the best thing I've ever done, whether it's the worst thing I've ever done, at least you're going to know it's uniquely me.
Right. I think that's actually very good advice. Very good advice. So what's next for you? What can we expect?
Well, I'm going to drop this project, and I'm going to take a deep breath because, I guess it's even like when a mother gives birth to a child. The child is born, but that child is not finished. That child is just starting. And I feel like once this comes out, it's the birth of the beginning of a new doorway that can open for me. Whether it's just continuing to write. I've always saw myself as a songwriting producer type. I never really considered myself an artist, to be honest. That's another reason why it took me so long to do a project, because I've always felt very comfortable in the band setting, especially sitting in the drum chair where you're driving the band. I've always saw myself that way, and I always used to tease the band and say that you better be glad I'm a drummer, because I'm a front man in a drummer's body. If I was out front, I'd show you how it's done, okay? So guess what? Now I'm gonna have to get a chance to be out front, all right?
Now you're gonna be out front.
And it would allow me to take some time to, continue working on my craft. If I have an opportunity to work with some other folks, I'm always open to that. And inspiring the next generation of youth that you can do and be anything you want to be. Don't wait as long as I did. So if I see a kid out there that's talented, that's got something, hey man, put it together and go with it. I'm very blessed. As a drummer, I have given away 3 drum sets in my lifetime, okay? And I gave them away to young kids. And to me, that's the gift. The gift is in the giving, okay? Right. It's not of people coming to you and giving you the accolades of who you are and what you do. The gift is in the giving. So even when you release your project out there, that's giving. It's that act. And if we could just do a little more of that and just be a little more conscious and spread a little more love and energy out there. You know, we got enough trials and tribulations. It's hard enough as it is. Let's try to give a little bit, you know, be a little considerate of your fellow man out there. And whatever your gift is, hey, walk in it fully and let it go.
Beautiful. That is beautiful. Well, that's all the questions I have for you, but I'm going to open it up for you if there's anything else that maybe I missed that you would like for us to know.
Wow. Well, I would just say, you know, in spite of this pandemic, this is not a time to close in and shrink your ranks. You ever see when the stock market crash and things go bad, that's the best time to jump in and buy. So don't be afraid because things have changed. That's the beauty of it. The change, how many Zoom shows have you seen now? Okay, so it opened up a door that maybe we would have never looked at if things had stayed normal.
Right.
So this is a perfect opportunity. Work on yourself. Work on yourself. Get your skills together. I live on YouTube. I have watched so many YouTube videos over so many different things, just trying to build up my own vocabulary with anything I'm trying to do. This is a time for you to really look at yourself. You know, self-promote yourself. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You have some gifts. Put yourself out there. And also this heightened racial tension that's going on, and especially as a black man, you know, I can do many things, but I can't ever, you know, take this color off and walk around and be invisible. And you can also get sidetracked and discouraged by the energy, the negative energy that brings with it. Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high.
Yes,
now,
yes.
I can't promise you I'm going to do that every time. But what I'm going to tell you is we have lived with this, we have endured this for centuries, okay? This is nothing new. So don't let something new derail you and put you in a situation where you can't be in a position to do what you need to do.
Right.
Okay, get rid of that negative energy, find that lane where you're able to keep that positive energy going, and you do that. There are people out there, you believe it or not, who got your best interests at heart. When you run into those people, latch on to them because you will uplift each other.
Yes.
Okay, so that's my message. It's really about, you know, going within yourself, reaching out to those who can help you, and don't be afraid and discouraged by what's going on in the world because as all things do, it will pass, and time is the great healer and equalizer of everything.
Yes.
Because we're all going to check out of here one day. And do you want to check out of here and say, wow, I didn't do any of the things I wanted to do? Or do you want to check out of here and they standing over your casket going, man, I ain't seen nobody who ever did as much stuff as this cat did. I want to be that guy.
Okay. Well, it was great having you here. Thank you for sharing this space with me, and I hope that you'll come back once you release your project, and I would like to hear the feedback about that. Would that be okay?
Oh no, I'm nervous. If my 10 fans out there going to love me?
Well, I'm sure they're going to love you.
No, you know me. I'll always be available, you know. And then when I get ready for drop number 2,
Okay.
a little teaser just to get folks excited. So this first project was called 7, introducing the brother AJ, 7. I plan on June 7th, dropping another 7 songs.
Okay.
And the significance of that, again, it's a 7. But June 7th is Prince's birthday.
Okay.
So that's why me and him identify so strongly. We were both born under the sign of the 7.
So are they going to be Prince songs?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I'm still going to stay in that lane. I'm still going to stay in that AJ lane where you get to hear the music that's coming from me.
So we're just going to get 7 more songs dropped on the birthday of your musical idol.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that. So thank you for joining me.
All right.
Well, that's our show for today. Thank you for joining me on Real Talk with Real People, a candid conversation with Dr. Karoline Bethea-Jones. I am your host, and my guest today was Alban Jones, a.k.a. AJ, and he is releasing a new project due out on December 7th, 2020, and he would like for you to check it out, and he would love to hear from you. AJ, before you go, can you tell your fans how they can reach you?
Oh, God, yes. Well, I'm a classic Facebooker. So you always can find me on Facebook. I believe this music, I'm going to go through this company called DistroKid, and they will be able to place it on Spotify, on iTunes, and all those streaming services that folks use.
Okay.
And you would either find it under my name, Alban Jones Sr., or it would come up under the brother AJ.
Okay.
So once you get that, if you find me on Facebook, I'll probably put a link there somewhere so folks can find me. And that's the best way you'll be able to hear it.
Okay, great. That sounds good. And I would love to hear from you too. So tell me your thoughts. Tell me all about what you heard today and what interests you. And I want you to join me in later conversations that I have. I'm Dr. Karoline Bethea-Jones, and this is a Candid Conversation with Alban Jones Sr. And I'll see you next time on Real Talk with Real People. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.